Okay, in this one we're going to talk about Unit 8, and in Unit 8 we review sentence patterns number 4 and 5. So we've done 1, 2, 3, and now we do 4 and 5. All right, so we need to talk first about what a linking verb is. A linking verb is a word that links its subject with the noun or pronoun, or an adjective in the predicate. Now you may have heard this word before. Predicate just means everything except the subject and its modifiers. So, the subject of an action verb is doing something, and the subject of a linking verb is being something. So that's the difference. So patterns 1, 2, and 3 were action verbs. Patterns 4 and 5 will be linking verbs. There are only really a small group of verbs that can be linking verbs. So for the most part, they are be, and everything that goes with that. So is, are, am, was, were, being, been, seem, become, smell, taste, look, feel, stay, appear, remain, grow. Right? So this is something like a state of being, right? You'll notice the senses there as well. So you're just going to have to memorize those, right? Good thing though, there's not too many there that you have to memorize. Some of these verbs are always linking verbs, such as seem and become. So remember that. Seem, become, always linking verbs. But most of them can be action verbs too. In order to be sure it's a linking verb, you have to determine if it's in a linking verb sentence pattern. So that's why we have to study these patterns, right? The patterns let you know how to identify the verbs, right? So let's look at pattern 4. Noun, linking verb, noun. This is the first linking verb sentence pattern. Again, noun, linking verb, noun. The first noun or pronoun is the subject. Next comes the linking verb, and then comes the second noun, which is called the predicate nominative. Now, nom, if you guys take, I believe French or Spanish, is name, right? And so just remember that, like the name is the subject, right? That's a little tip to help you figure it out. The most important thing to remember is that the subject and the predicate nominative are always the same person or thing. So here's an example. My cousin is a captain in the Navy. So the cousin is the captain, right? Now, notice how cousin and captain are the same person. If the sentence said, my cousin married a captain in the Navy, I'd say, lucky girl. Just kidding. But that wouldn't be the case, right? So my cousin married a captain, that's not the same person. But my cousin is a captain, right? That's a linking verb, right? Because they're the same people. Now, notice how the baseline differs, right? So if you look here, you have this subject, verb looks normal, and then, whoa, what's this? The slant, right? Right by captain. So when you have the predicate nominative, you're going to have to do it like this. You're no longer going to do like a direct object where it's a straight line up. It's going to be slanted, right? Diagonal and slants upward to the left. Okay, and then the predicate nominative is the noun or pronoun that completes the verb pattern, right? The linking verb pattern. So when you see this pattern, noun, linking verb, noun, this is how it should look. Okay, the next pattern is noun, linking verb, adjective. This is the second linking verb pattern. The noun is the subject, then comes the linking verb again, and then comes an adjective called the predicate adjective. The predicate adjective always describes the subject. So here's an example. The students looked angry about the pop quiz. So the students is the subject, looked is the linking verb, and how did the students look? They looked angry, right? So this is the predicate adjective because it describes the students, right? There's an angry student right there. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, that's the Hulk. My bad. Okay. So remember, if you have an action verb in your sentence, then you have pattern 1, 2, or 3. If you have a linking verb, then you have 4 or 5. In pattern 4, sentence linking verb links the subject with another noun or pronoun in the predicate. In pattern 5, in the pattern 5 sentence, the linking verb links the subject to an adjective in the predicate. So here's the process. Step 1, it's the same as the others, right? And if you've gone through any of the previous presentations, you will see this at the end. So step 1, find and mark in over all the nouns in the sentence. Step 2, find and mark all the articles and adjectives. Ask which, say the noun, and then you got it. Find and mark all the pronouns, find and mark all the prepositions and put parentheses around the prepositional phrases. Find all words that look like verbs and mark them V. And then ask who or what and then say the verb, right? If there's no answer, it's a verbal. And remember, we're leaving those alone for now. So just mark it V and go on. Now, if there is an answer, if you say who or what and there's an answer when you have the verb there, you draw a baseline and fill in subject and verb. Step 7 is to ask subject, verb, and then what? If there's no answer, you have an action verb. Your baseline looks like this. Pretty standard, right? Now, say you do have an answer, go to step 8 and ask, is this answer a noun? No. Step 9, part A, ask, does this word describe the subject? No. You've made a mistake. Go back to step 7. Yes, it's a predicate adjective and you have a linking verb. So your baseline looks like this. Okay, now going back to step 8 and you ask, is this answer a noun? If the answer is yes, go to step 9, part B. Is this noun the same as the subject? No, it's a direct object. You have an action verb. Baseline looks like this. And if you say, is the noun the same as the subject, and you answer yes instead of no, it's a predicate nominative, and you have a linking verb. So your baseline looks like this. Step 10, add articles, adjectives, prepositional phrases, adverbs, and conjunctions to the diagram, and then don't forget to mark your verb AV or LV. All right, thank you so much. Good luck.